Hello! If you're watching this video, then either you have already solved this whole problem, and in that case, congratulations. You can skip to the end of the video and check your answer. Or maybe you're stuck on this problem, and if that's the case, don't worry, because I'm going to work out the whole thing right now. Okay, the first part asks, how many seconds are in 3 months? If you know that off the top of your head, that's pretty cool. But if not, try taking a guess. What do you think? It's probably a lot, right? Well, how do we check it? We're going to use something called dimensional analysis. It sounds fancy, but it's really not so bad. We're going to start with 3 months, and then we're going to multiply it by 1. But not just any one, a really special one. So I'm going to show you what the plan, and then I'll explain why I did what I did. I'm going to start with 1 month on the bottom, and then I'm going to put 30 days on top. So 30 days is the same thing as 1 month, and if you divide something by the same thing, you get 1. So this whole factor should equal 1. Okay, now you might be saying some months have 31 days and some have 28, but let's just go with 30 days. Okay. Now, why would I want to multiply by 1? Well, this is a very special one that has months in the denominator. So it's going to let me cancel the months on top with the months on bottom, and the months go away. And now I'm left with days. So I'm not there yet, I'm not at seconds yet, but we're making our way. Now I'm going to do that again. This time I'm going to put days on the bottom because I want days to cancel. And then what can I compare it with? How about hours? How many hours are in a day? 24. Alright, now I can cancel days. Okay, what's next? So I want to cancel hours, so I'm going to put hours on the bottom. And let's compare it with minutes. There's 60 minutes in an hour. Almost there. And finally, to cancel minutes, we can compare minutes with seconds. And there's 60 seconds in a minute. So let's see. Cancel the minutes. Notice that all the denominators happen to be 1, so we're not going to be dividing by anything. We're going to take 3 and we're going to multiply it by 30, 24, 60, and then 60 again. Where's my calculator? Here we go. 3 times 30 times 24 times 60 times 60. That gives me 776,000. So how close were you? Were you in the millions? Okay. This next problem seems different, but it's actually very similar. Would you rather have 28 centigrams of chips, or would you rather have 0.028 kilograms of chips? This might be confusing for a couple of reasons. One, we're not used to thinking about centigrams and kilograms. We're used to thinking about ounces and pounds and stuff like that. So metric system can be confusing if you're not used to it, but the whole world uses the metric system, so it would be a good idea to get used to it. Second, these are different units. Centigram and kilogram are different units, so we can't compare the two. The secret is, to compare numbers that are written as different units, we have to convert the units. But unlike months, days, and seconds, we might not be familiar with how centigrams and kilograms and grams are all related to each other. So everyone has a metric staircase. So on the staircase, the base unit, in this case, is 1 gram. Ooh, my pen's not working. Okay, 1 gram. That's the base. It could have been liters or meters, but in this problem we're using grams. So 1 decagram, that's 10 times more. That's 10 grams. And every time we move up the staircase, we're going to multiply by 10. So 1 hectogram is the same thing as 100 grams. So you could guess what 1 kilogram is. It's 1,000 grams. As we move down the staircase, instead of multiplying, so we multiplied to go up, we're going to divide by 10 every time we go down. So 1 divided by 10, 1 divided by 10 is a tenth. So a decagram is a tenth of a gram. And a centigram is a hundredth of a gram. And a milligram is 1,000th of a gram. That's hard to say. Okay, so how are we going to use that? We want to compare centigrams and kilograms. I could convert centigrams straight to kilograms, but instead, I'm going to convert both to grams. That's the plan. So I'm going to start at 28 centigrams, and I want to get to grams. So I'm going to multiply by a special factor. I'm going to put centigrams on the bottom. So 1 centigram, according to the staircase, 1 centigram is 0.01 grams. 0.01 grams. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply 28 and 0.01, and that gives me 0.28. The centigrams cancel. 0.28 grams. Alright, now we're doing the same thing for kilograms. We're starting with 0.028 kilograms. We're going to multiply by a special factor. I'm going to put kilograms on the bottom. Let's see, and according to my staircase, 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. Okay, so I'm going to take 0.028 and multiply it by 1,000. That ends up just shifting the decimal over, and we're left with 28 grams. So if you want more chips, then you would pick 0.028 kilograms of chips. That's more. But the moral of the story is, 1, it's a good idea to learn metric, and 2, sometimes you need to convert units in order to compare numbers. So this first one, it asks you which is the most between weeks, minutes, and hours. So in order to compare them, you might have to convert them. Alright, you can do this. Good luck.